Hey guys, it is Tyler here, back once again on Tynamite Plus with the first official proper video that's not, an introduction. It's actually an actual video with a thing to do in it, which is a Q&A. I thought that would be the best way to start this channel. I'm knocking shit over. I'm a mess today. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to get started. So you guys have left questions in the comments of my Tynamite Plus launch video in both the Tynamite Plus channel and as well my main channel, because I put the video on both. So we're just going to jump straight into it, I guess. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. I mean, the first thing, Sam C says, "You look like such a knob in the thumbnail." Not really a question, but okay then. Nathan Metcalf, who says, "Is this replacing Lasers as your second channel?" It is in fact replacing Lasers as my second channel. Lasers has been demoted to my third channel since it's so shit, and I thought this is going to be way better than that. So that's why this is my second channel, and Lasers still mine. I own it. I beat James in the multiplayer battle, so it's my channel, but it's so shit. So third channel, it's been demoted. That's why. Next question is from Cohen HD Industries, and I definitely didn't pronounce that right, but you know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what's up. The question is, what is your favorite Sora outfit? You can include Kingdom Hearts 3 or the special forms from Kingdom Hearts 2. Probably that's also in other games, but I'm still on 2 at the time I post this comment. Oh, that's a tough one. I do love the original Sora outfit, but I do reckon Kingdom Hearts 2's outfit is the best one. Just the normal black Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit. That's my favorite, I'd say, probably. But I like the Kingdom Hearts 1 outfit. Not a massive fan of the Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit. Don't really like the red. Don't really like it, to be honest. I'm sure as I play it'll win me over, but right now, not the biggest fan of the Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora outfit. But, I'm sure I'll probably change my mind. Next question is from Killian, who says, "Thoughts on my profile picture?" Well, let's have a look at it, Killian. Let's check it out. It is you, I imagine, I'd hope. Yeah, and it's black and white, so, can't really see it all that well. You got sunglasses on, which I'd imagine is indoors, so, give it a solid 3.2 out of 10 there, mate. 3.2 out of 10. So like a D minus, probably, unfortunately for you, but yeah, that's just the way it is, right? The next is Buttered Turtle says, it's not really a question, but I did want to respond to this, which is, "I'd love if you did some movie reviews on here, or second channel, because I know you're quite into films and series. Would love to see you do some reviews where you pick apart films and or series and why it's great, bad, or whatever." Yeah, great comment there. Great comment there, Buttered Turtle. Fucking awesome name, by the way. Look, I think when it comes to movies, when I say we, I mean James, Lasers, my third channel. He and I will be starting a film movie review podcast soon. If not this year, we'll launch it, at the start of 2019, but hopefully we can do it before then, where we're going to do spoiler casts for movies. We're going to do all the MCU films plus whatever films are coming out that we really want to talk about, and that's where I can just kind of delve in and pick apart movies as I do, because I love films. I went to university studying media and communications and film and cinema studies and stuff like that, so yeah, it is something I'd love to kind of do a bit more of on here. There's a potential for that too, whether I do movie reviews or TV show reactions and reviews and things like that. Yeah, there's a potential for it. But the main thing you're probably going to see that I'd look out for is the Cinema Room podcast that we're going to launch on As Always soon. It won't be exclusive to As Always, but we'll do early access to As Always. So that'll be the third podcast I'm doing and James are doing together. So look forward to that, and you can hear all those thoughts. Next question is from Beth, my friend. Hey Beth, she says, "What did Remy the rat ever do to you?" And look, first of all, Beth, you know the answer to this. It's a dumb question. And for people that don't know, this is an inside joke between a group of my friends. Remy, the rat from the movie Ratatouille, I think he's an inferior character to other mice, rat, vermin sort of characters. For example, Stuart Little, far superior character and movie to Ratatouille and Remy the rat. And the reason I don't like Remy the rat is simply the fact that the whole movie concept is disgusting. Rats carry so many diseases and germs, and he's in a restaurant kitchen making people sick. I don't care how good he is at cooking. The only way I'd eat anything he cooked is if he was boiled in an acid bath, which would in turn kill him. So the only way I would eat his food is impossible. And what I'm saying is, not going to eat it ever at any point, because he's a rat and he breaks constant food safety violations. The amount of food codes he has broken is out of this world, and that's why I don't like Remy the rat. It's very simple. It's very obvious. I've worked in restaurants so many years growing up, in high school, in university. I know and respect the food safety codes, and Remy the rat doesn't pass them, I'm afraid. 70 trillion baths, or one single acid bath, and then he can work in a kitchen. Even then, I wouldn't eat the food. I don't care if it's good food. I don't care if he's amazing at it. It's contaminated with his poison. And you're going to say, well, he just controls the guy that does it. You don't think it's getting on him? You don't think his germs are getting on that food? Remy the rat's stupid. Stupid character. What's next? All right, we got a couple of questions from Abdullah, the village idiot Afzal. Should I call you Big Red if you're using this account? Because Big Purple. No. Definitely don't call me Big Red ever at any point. Just keep Big Purple's fine, or Big Shoes if you feel like. Yeah, cool. Also, Abdullah said, I'm more of a fan of boxing than MMA, but I might occasionally watch some MMA vids. Would love a movie TV review show. Well, as I talked about, there will be a movie review show, and the Cinema Room podcast might even do TV shows but do like a whole season review, whether it be like Game of Thrones, Mindhunter, Stranger Things, something like that. I don't know. Who knows? We're open to things like that. But in terms of boxing MMA, well, I'm sure I'll do boxing videos as well, talking about boxing stuff going on. I'm not big into boxing, but I watch it. I watch bits of it. Like, of course, just announced was Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. That'll be in November, so I'm fucking hyped for that heavyweight title fight. So things like that I'll talk about, but I'm not huge into it. So MMA is the main combat sport I'll talk about on this channel. From another question from Abdullah is, how do you upvote videos if every single thing is upside down in Australia? No, okay, well, that was a terrible joke. Nah, I'm joking. Terrible joke. Real question, would you ever do a fan meet and greet with the rest of the 4 pillars? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course we would. But the problem is we live on the literally furthest point in the world we could from each other, the UK to Australia. But one day, I mean, I'll be over there at one point, and then the 4 pillars will all meet up, and potentially we can all go to some sort of central location, whether it be London or something, since 3 of them live in England. That'll probably be the best meeting point, and then whoever wants to come join and hang can come join and hang. So that's a potential thing that'll happen. Okay, we've got a question from Jewelcom, and if you're a Sweet Vintage Lad, a patron of As Always, this is a scary prospect when Jewelcom has questions or topics. Okay, actual Q&A question. Favorite episode of JRE, Joe Rogan Experience, the best podcast of all time, other than Kill Connor Club, Kill Connor Clubhouse. Also, would you rather have a beer with Connor or prequel Anakin Skywalker? Now, you spelled before I get into the JRE thing, you spelled Connor with one N, which is how you spell Conor McGregor's name. But I assume you meant Connor Kenway, the Assassin's Creed character. But I'll answer both that way. If it was Conor McGregor or prequel Anakin Skywalker, as in Hayden Christensen, I'd pick Conor McGregor. But of course, like that, if it was Conor Kenway or prequel Anakin Skywalker, I'd pick prequel Anakin Skywalker, the character, or Hayden Christensen, the actor, over Noah Watts, the actor, or Conor Kenway, the character. 10 times out of 10. But favorite JRE, well, it's very hard to pick favorite. podcast of Joe Rogan's. Some of my favorites is like Randall Carlson, Graham Hancock, them talking about, geology, Egyptian history, things like that. Real interesting stuff. But I also love just comedian friends, whether he gets like the Fight Companions with Eddie Bravo, Brian Callen, Brendan Schaub, or just the ones he does with Ari, Shafir, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura. Those four together is awesome. So there's lots of combinations I like. But again, I've loved the ones with people that I'm fans of that you never expect to be on there. Steve-O's a good one. Colin Moriarty, who was a guest on the Kill Connor Club. So, the connection there between Joe Rogan's podcast and my podcast is now a thing. Just saying. I'll never cease to make me smile. Anyway, those are my favorites. Can't pick one. I have no idea. Or Joey Diaz. I can't believe I didn't mention Joey Diaz podcast with Joe. Oh, phenomenal. Anyway, the next thing comes from Oscar Condello, which is, do you follow AFL? And if so, which team do you dislike the most? I'm glad you said dislike the most. I was born in Melbourne, where AFL's the biggest in Australia. I don't really follow it. Like, I used to follow it, but I don't really anymore. I'm a rugby guy. But, I watch the finals every year. I always watch the grand final. But I rarely watch AFL. What team do I dislike the most? Fucking Collingwood. Very easy. Or Brisbane Lions. I live in Brisbane. But even before I lived in Brisbane as a kid, I hated the Brisbane Lions. Because when I grew up, they were winning. They had like 3 seasons in a row they won the premiership. And I just hated them. Because especially as a kid, I was supporting Essendon. I don't really have a team anymore. I guess I go for Gold Coast. Because they're a team close to me. But I don't really care. I just like watching like entertaining matches. But yeah, it would be Collingwood or Brisbane Lions. And when I was a kid, I was going for Essendon. And Essendon won, I believe it was 2000 grand final. And then 2001, Essendon played Brisbane Lions. And Brisbane Lions beat them. And then I decided I hate Brisbane Lions. And then they won 2002 as well. And 2003 premiership. So I was like, fuck that team. And I hated them all still today, even though they suck now. So yeah, Brisbane Lions or Collingwood. Big up Ace99, Billy, the Team Tynamite captain. His question is, when will the Burger Challenge Part 2 come out? Great question. Well, you would know as well as I am, since you're going to be in it, but I don't know. We really need to fucking get on that at some point. It's been a weird time for me recently, so sorry, I apologize. We do need to do that at some point. Headshot asks, what are your future plans or hopes for YouTube? Great question. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't really. When it comes to like short-term stuff, it's do less Assassin's Creed videos. I'm wrapping up the Truth series, so Assassin's Creed's not going to be a regular thing for me. Just do videos on games I like to talk about on the main channel. Build up Tynamite Plus as a platform where I can talk about whatever I want. Things I love, mixed martial arts, movies, music, and just put up funny stuff to make myself laugh, make you guys laugh, hopefully. But this is kind of a channel for me, just to do whatever I want, and hopefully you guys enjoy it along the way. When it comes to As Always, it's just keep building that brand, make Kill Connor Club the best show possible, expand that as well. This year we've done well with expanding beyond, even though we've got big guests in the past, they're all video game focused. I've had Megan on, it was our first sort of political guest, and then we had Colin Moriarty on, and just getting, expanding what video games we're talking about, expanding to pop culture, movies, entertainment, as well as politics, or just everything going on in the world. Like, it's more of a lifestyle comedy podcast than anything that James and I just run together, where we talk shit together, or we have a guest that we interview or talk shit with and try to have just, fun conversations. So keep building that. Keep building Patreon, and the Clubhouse podcast is amazing. It's so fucking good. It is just nothing but laughs, that podcast. I love Kill Connor Clubhouse. On Patreon, and do the movie podcast Cinema Room next year. So just add more shows instead of like adding longer podcasts or doing podcasts more often. And when I say more podcasts more often, I mean like doing Kill Connor Club once a week. That was the thought for a while, but we're going to keep things the way they are with Clubhouse and Kill Connor Club with schedules, and then just add more shows like the Cinema Room and potentially more in the future when we have different ideas that we're really into. So we'll just see how that goes in the future. The next question, again from Billy, another question, is show us your shoes. Okay, well, you're going to be sorely disappointed, but these are my shoes I'm wearing right now. I'll try to get these in the camera. They're a bit dirty because I wore them out the other week. You probably can't hear me. I'm not even talking to the microphone. Yeah, so that's my shoes. Size 10.5. US size 10.5, so like size 10 UK, I think. So not big shoes as you'd think. Big metaphorical shoes. Let's go with that. I've got metaphorically big shoes. Okay, next question is, again, Billy's got another one. Okay. Will there ever be a possibility of a long-awaited return of Ruthless Productions? I miss Corey and Joel, those sweet lads. Tynamite Plus is sort of a spiritual successor to Ruthless Productions, being like, I can do videos on whatever I want, and Joel will be in videos, so 100%. Like, I mean, I see Joel every week. We train jiu-jitsu every week together, multiple times a week together. And we're going to do, when Battlefield 5 comes out, Season 3 of Battle Bros, which is one of my favorite video series that I've done on my main channel. I'm not sure whether I'll put that on Tynamite Plus or Tynamite. I'm not sure yet. Depends how I kind of edit it together and decide when it happens. Where Joel and I get drunk and play Battlefield and just talk mad shit. It's one of my favorite things to do. But vlogs and things like that, I'm sure I'll do with Joel. Corey, I'd love to, but Corey moved away from Brisbane when I moved away from Brisbane 3.5 years ago. But the thing is, I've come back and he hasn't. He still lives in New South Wales, a different state altogether, back where he grew up and where his family is and everything. And he owns his own business now there, so he's busy doing his thing. I've only seen him once in the last 2 years, and it's for about 25 minutes, and that was like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I miss the hell out of Corey. I still talk to him all the time. Still one of my closest friends. I travelled to Italy with him, for God's sakes. And we're planning another trip together in the next couple of years, so I hope that we can do that, and then I'll film that, and Corey will be in those things. I need to go down and visit Corey. That's I need to do that. But yeah, so I miss Corey too, and Joel. Well, you trust me, he'll be in stuff. Don't you worry about that. All right, what is next? TyGuy02 says, I'd really like a Lord of the Rings video. I would too. I'm not sure what I could do, but I would really like a Lord of the Rings video too. Final question. I think that's a final one. I've kind of just been scrolling through comments hoping I do everything. Oh no, I've got a couple more. So CA Beast says, what's your favorite house and character in Game of Thrones and your favorite season? I'm such a vanilla guy. Because people assume just by looking at me, I'm one thing, but I am quite a vanilla guy. I like the good guys and everything. But a couple of years ago, I was out with my friends and we were playing video games and drinking, and my friend had all the house, like shot glasses of all the and it had like Game of Thrones house symbols on it, and we all had to pick one, and everyone just looks, all the boys just look at me and go, Tyler, take the Lannister one, because of course you're Lannister. And I'm like, no, I'm not, son of a bitch. But yeah, I accepted it pretty. I was like, yeah, that's fair, blonde hair and piece of shit. So Lannister sort of made sense for me. But I love House Stark because I'm a vanilla sort of guy. I don't mind Targaryen. I don't even mind Lannister, but I love House Stark. Jon Snow's always been my favorite character. Though Emilia Clarke, who plays Daenerys Targaryen, is my wife. Fuck yourself, Mario. And that's the way it is. But Jon Snow's my favorite character. House Stark's my favorite house. And my favorite season is either... I'm going to go with season 6. I really like season 6 for the, like, spoiler alert, minorly, like the Stark redemption season. That was what Jon Snow did in that season, what Sansa did in that season, and it wraps up so awesome. That final episode, one of the best episodes. The final 2 episodes of season 6 are the 2 best episodes of television of all time, I think. Battle of the Bastards I can't even deal. Like, it's some of the best episodes of television. Hold the Door is like episode 5 of that season. Oh my god, yeah. Season 6 to me is the best season. Tremendous television. There's no television that's like it ever, and probably never will be. Okay, final question is Billy, the Team Tynamite captain, once again, who says, why and how is your hair the way it is? I think you mean tremendous. And look, it's tough. Like, I feel like my hair used to be like shit. I used to not care about it, but I just care about it. I like hair. I like fashion. I want my hair to look a certain way, and I make it look that way. Sometimes it doesn't turn out well, but I always look after it. I don't put product in as much as I used to, but I found a really great product. So when I do, fucking watch out. Like, there's no product in it right now. This is just, like, I literally got out of the shower and just comb my hair because my hair knows its place. It knows where it's got to go. So that's, yeah. I know, it's beautiful, right? I'm such a fuckwit. Oh my god. That's it for the Q&A. Well, the recording's like 21 minutes. I'm sure it's far less than that when I release it. But anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Good first video here on Tynamite Plus. My next one, well, tomorrow. I don't know what day I'll release this, but I should release this Thursday night, Friday morning. Friday, the new Amity Affliction album comes out, which is August 24th. So at some point, maybe Saturday, maybe on Friday, depending on things, I'll record my reaction video to the new Amity Affliction album. We'll go song for song, break it down, listen to it for the first time, go through my opinions on it. So that video hopefully will come out on the weekend. And as well, look forward to Sweet Vintage Lads, patrons of As Always, to new episode of Clubhouse on Sunday. And I'll be away the following weekend, but we're pre-recording an episode of Kill Connor Club with a guest we've had before, Megan, or That Sweet Disposition. That's her YouTube channel. So I'm excited about that. That'll come out the following week. The regular Kill Connor Club scheduled time, episode 82. Can't wait for that. Recording all that on the weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. And I will see you very soon for more fun, exciting, dumb content from the guy with the amazing hair and figurative big shoes.